Hey, what up? It's your boy D Wallace, man. Hey, I just want to give a quick testimony real fast about Teshuater, right? As you know, it has a high pH balance of 9.5, right? And I've read some online about the water. You know, I did a little research about the water, you know, how it does, the benefits that it has for migraines or whatever, right? So check this out. Like 3 weeks ago, I was over by my neighbor's house, and we were just having a cookout, you know, whatever, right? And so around this time, you know, sinus headaches are real bad, right? And so his wife, my neighbor's wife, she had been suffering from migraines because of the sinus headaches, right? She had been taking sinus medication all this time, trying to relieve the headache. And so one of the boys that are in college, he was like, "Mom, you know, just you probably want to drink some alkaline water." So it just came up in passing, and it was just a regular conversation in the house because the son kind of studies, you know, this type of stuff, right? He's kind of nerd like that, right? And so I just happened to come over. They invited me over to a little cookout. So I get over there, and so she comes in, and she's still having a migraine. She's still having a sinus headache. And so I was like, "Hey, I'm an associate or whatever of a Teshuater, and what better time for me now to guinea pig somebody about if this water really work or not?" So I was curious myself whether it worked or not. I heard about it getting rid of migraines. I've read about it getting rid of migraines, but I don't get migraines, so I wouldn't know, right? And so I was like, "Hey, you ever heard of alkaline water?" And she was like, "Yeah, my son was talking about it the other day." And so I was like, "Hey, I got some at the house." I had just bought a 12-pack too. I was like, "I got some at the house, and if I bring it, would you try it?" She was like, "I'm not, a big fan of, whatever." So I was like, "If I bring it, will you try it? I just want to know if it worked. I'm investing in a company. I just want to know if it worked, right? And it's no charge to you. You can drink 2, 3 of them, 4 of them for all I care, right? I'm just curious. I'm like, I just want to know if it worked." And I said, "Don't have no bitter taste, don't have no aftertaste, no nothing like that. It just tastes like regular water, pure water. You can clearly taste, tell the difference. It's not heavy or anything like that." So she was like, "All right, cool." And the husband was like, "Yeah, go get it, right? I'm gonna make her drink it, right?" Because he was kind of frustrated with the headache because she hadn't been able to go out the house, leave the house, or anything like that, right? He said, man, her headache was hurting her so bad that she was like whispering at times, right? So I went to the house. I got like 4 of them, right? I get over there. I give her a bottle, and she was like, "I'm going to take a sinus, some sinus medication with it too." I was like, "Is that the kind you've been taking and it hasn't been working?" She was like, "Yeah." I said, "All right, cool. Hey, it didn't bother me. I just wanted to try it, right?" So she take the sinus medication or whatever, and she take the bottle of water. Well, she walks around the house, she drinks the water, and not even the whole bottle. It was like the 16 ounce. This right here is the 33 ounce, right? And so she drinking the water, and she have one of her the other sons to try that's in high school, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I like it. It's pure. I can clearly taste the difference between this water and tap water, right?" And so she drinks the water, and all of a sudden she just kind of like, go sit on the couch. And so me and the neighbor, we just talking, chit-chatting, eating our food. And maybe I'm gonna give it like 10, and just benefit of the doubt, maybe 15 minutes. She was like, "Darrick, I don't know if it was the sinus medication or the water, but my headache is gone," right? And I'm like, I looked at the husband, and he was like, dog, I can tell the difference in her voice. It's gone. The headache gone. And so, I'm cheesing from ear to ear like I done created, some kind of new invention or whatever. But yeah, man. So that's kind of like my testimony. That's what I saw firsthand. I mean, she swore up and down that that was the same medication she took. Only thing she really changed was the water. And I knew that the water in itself it expands the blood vessels and has the blood to flow through, has the blood to flow through easier or whatever, faster, whatever. It expands the veins so the blood can flow through, at a much higher rate. And I knew that by reading that it does that, but just so happened I was there to witness it firsthand, and I was like, man, are you serious? Your headache is gone? Or are you serious? Or are you just saying it just, She was like, no, my headache is gone. It's completely gone. And so that's my testimony of drinking Teshuater. I seen it firsthand that it does get rid of a migraine. I read it, I've heard about it, and I seen it firsthand that if anybody, if there's anyone out there that has a migraine, I say drink Teshuater with a pH balance of 9.5, and just to see if it get rid of the headache. Hey, it did for her. So, and then check this out. I did a follow-up with her. Now, true story, I did a follow-up with her like 2 days later, right? And I was getting out of the car and I was walking over there, and the husband was already walking towards me. Like, hey, dog, you got any more of that water? I say, why, she got another headache? He's like, no, she don't have a headache, but we just want to have some, just in case, and we just want to support you or whatever. I was like, yeah, I got some more. And he ended up ordering a case from me. So yeah, that's just my testimony. I seen it firsthand. I know the water had benefits, and hey, we drink it. So that's my testimony. All right, y'all. D. Wallace, I'm out.